What's up guys, your boy Scion, and now I'm actually going to be covering Bleach Online again. Pretty much how to get strong in Bleach Online. A lot of people have been sending me messages, the past Bleach video is up to 35,000 views, and people just really want my opinion on a lot of stuff and how I go about playing the game. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to tell you a few things. I'm actually a player mod now for the game. And this is my server 25. This is my character right here. I don't really try on this server. I'm just basically here to babysit anybody who's bad pretty much. So I usually end up dual logging on with on S25, and my home server is S1, where I might as well be the mod for that too, because the person who's the mod on S1 does not do anything. So let's go into my actual character. Her name is Dream Killer, and this is my total battle power. See right here, I am third on the server. The number one person, he is absolutely nuts. He must have spent like $5,000 to $10,000 on the game. There's no way you're gonna catch him. This person right here, Kagawa, is actually in my guild, which is pretty cool. And pretty much the rest of everybody in the top 10 is in this person's guild. Duffy, or Scruffy as I call him, because he actually has an ego on top of spending all that money to pay to win. But it's what it is. So how do I go about being strong? People ask me this a lot. See, this is my crew. This is my crew for a reason. You can actually change your crew for certain things, but my main crew for us, we're PvP and do PvE content. This is my crew. You have my protagonist, Ikakku, because he's pretty good when it comes to actually doing events. He does a lot of damage. Renji is good for PvP. She shuts down the back supporter role. Kono Sanji, whatever the hell his first name is, he pretty much is like one of the best tanks in the game, if not the best tank in the game, in my opinion. And then you have Howard Hitchko, who you get at 110, and I know I'm nowhere near 100. Well, I'm at 95, so I guess that's close. And then you have Unohana, who's basically the last healer in the game. She heals the vanguards and the salters. When you get her fast and pretty strong, she pretty much handles her business. But in most cases now, I only really need her until PvE. So actually, I will show you my build when it comes to events. The Ryoka event, which is, let me show you guys daily task. No, not daily task. And you see I'm third on the server right here, and pretty much the first two people have been attacking me and beating me up, but everybody underneath me, I can pretty much do the same thing to them. So it's not like I'm not mad at them for doing that, because I do the same thing. And as a matter of fact, I'll show you right now. Now pretty much my protagonist, he's pretty strong, and he can wipe an entire group out if he's allowed to. Certain characters, certain people can shut him down, but you're gonna see right away, like this person, and like there's another thing, that the 2 or 3 people under me, they copied my build, which is just silliness. Like, if you're gonna try to be me, then do it right, but they're not doing it. Another thing you also want to go into is you want to actually have your red super pretty high, and mine is at 48. I'm looking to try to get to 51 before I chill out, and you're gonna see basically right there, my protagonist killed her in one shot, all by himself, or herself rather. So there's that. Of course, when you log in, you want excuse me, you want to get your salary, so definitely do that. You want to get your VIP bonus. You see I'm 7 right now. Took a while to actually get to that point, bits and pieces here and there, but it's what it is. Of course, get your daily login, and I got my silver right there. And I never keep my points exchanged. I always get red to cultivation, because I'm always trying to level this red to. Okay, so how do I get strong? So pretty much, here's my battle power with my characters: Shihon, Konohamaru, and then Unoretsu. Now, in order for me to get strong, I had to do a few things, because I'm not doing this off of pay to win. I'm just kind of like, piecing together and playing the game as it is. You want to do everything that you could possibly do in this game. So that means the daily activities when these come up, when Shinigami Spirit comes out, you want to get as much silver as you can in that. And how do you get the most silver? You need to get characters who are going to do the most damage. Now, for me to do good damage in the events of Ryoka and Evil Spirit, you need to change up the crew a little bit. Now, what I do is I take out Yoichi and Unohana because they're not going to do that much damage to begin with because they're more PvP and PvE type of oriented characters. And I use, because I didn't get other things, I use Nanao and Rukia. Now, the reason why I use Nanao is she actually increases damage, and I also take out Sanjin, and then I put in Renji. So let's look at that really quick. Now you look at Renji. What I'm going after with Renji is I want the actual damage. See there, 200% to the Vanguard, which I want that damage, and he increases his own attack by 20%. So pretty much when it's 240% basically to attack on whatever boss that we're attacking, which is Evil Spirit on the Ryoka event, and that makes him pretty strong. It makes him stronger than most of the actual attackers out there. So he's definitely a good guy to have if you really don't have any type of money and you're just doing free to play. You definitely should get him if you want to go to events. Now you're gonna have to at least get VIP 1 to get her. And once you get her, what she does is, as you see here, Assaulter's damage rate is up by 8% and the block rate is up by 10%. So that makes us now also block on top of actually, doing what we gotta do when it comes to damage. And when you block, you do extra damage on top of that. So that's a pretty good thing for that. So then you have Rukia, and Rukia increases the Assaulter's Fury, which means I'll be able to do Fury attacks more. So when you look at this team, now, also, what I also do, I almost forgot, is I go to Incinerate, which basically increases the Assaulter's attack by 15%. So pretty much, I have Renji doing 255 damage. It's 255% damage instead of 240, plus him getting increased by Rukia, plus him getting increased by Nanao. So that it makes a pretty formidable team like this. Now, what I also do is I take my Zanpakuto and I change it to Zabimaru, and the reason why I do that is when you open this up, it increases your damage rate by 21% on your assaulters and 21% on your actual support, which is good compared to what I normally use, which is Kanshini, and put that up. You see its damage rate 21% and then damage rate on 12% for my support. Now that means I'm doing less damage on support, but I have 2 damage dealing supporters that actually buff damage, so I want them to do extra damage on top of that. So it's definitely better to use Zabimaru. And then you see my title, which is a very hard title to actually get. When you go into the achievement, I'll go into the title, and what you have to do is you basically have to get 100 win streak in Guild War. Now, if you got a lot of strong people on, then that's probably going to be hard because they're going to beat you up over the course of time, which is what happened to me. I just barely got to it. I got to like 109 before they finally killed me. And yeah, so that's going to be pretty hard unless you're like the only person on your server. Then you're good to go. Now, the reason why I did that is because that puts my crit rate at extra 20%. So look at my stats. This is pretty key for my main character because my main character is like the bulk of my DPS in this build right now. So pretty much, let's go down and look at my crit rate. My crit rate is at 51% with that title, so that's nasty, especially when you're talking about I use my Destroy the World talent, which hits everybody. And I've been leveling it up, using my skill scrolls. It's at 76%. That's why you see me do what I do against people now. So let's do another one. Let's fight this person. Now, I'm pretty much going to show you again. I'm not trying to pick on them live on YouTube, but this is kind of what happens. And what's even more funny is I did this now, Now I'm still in DPS form, which is kind of why I wanted to do this. I just wanted to show you guys how strong this is. Now I just lost Renji, but it's fine because you're gonna see what pretty much is gonna happen now. Now I pretty much ended Hawk Vivi's streak with my DPS crew. You see how much damage they're all taking because and two people don't even have their gear on, which is even more funnier. So that he's gonna hit them, and then now she's gonna go out and then she's gonna hit him with like nothing because they don't have any damage on. But the whole emphasis of this was me showing you guys just how strong this all is. You see, like my character pretty much almost single-handedly killed him when I had literally three people who didn't have any gear on. That's my battle power right there. See that? 283, 666, and I beat somebody whose battle power is 422,754. So you see right there, I'm not BSing you guys. Like no, this is pretty good. Like when you get into it and you figure things out. Now imagine now I'm actually putting my real people back on now. All right, there she is. So that's my true power right there. Crazy, right? So like I said, you definitely want to go ahead and also like I said, you want to do everything. Like see, like these are trials. Trials give you treasures, and I'll show you my treasures really quick. See, these are my treasures right here. Like pretty much getting me strong. And I'm working on getting rid of this one, so he has a yellow one too. And you see, Yorichi, she has all yellow. Unohana has all yellow, and Sanjin has all yellow. So I'm just working on getting the Ikakku out of this one, so he can be stronger. But also, you need to do King of Hollow Souls, and make sure when you finally do win some every day that you actually take your Hollow Spirits, because if you don't take your Hollow Spirits, you kind of like wasting them. And what Hollow Spirits does is an extra way to boost your damage right here. So you see, I have and level 4, I'm all the way up to this one, and then for the next level right here I need 240, so let's go out of that. So now in the next one right here, which is the third level in the Hollow Soul map, I'm up to this, and I need 160 for that one to go to the next level. So you just go down the line and you try to make your characters as strong as you can. You see extra physical attack, keto, defense, and everything else. So let's get out of this. Go back, and you want to do Serete Soul Palace. Now, because I'm as strong as I am, now I'm going to teach you guys a little money loop that I do, and I've been doing it for a while, like ever since I was low level, since I noticed you can actually do that in this game. Infusing spirits on your weapons when they're actually leveled up, spirit weapons. Now you see this spirit weapon, this is all 20 right here going down the line. This makes you extremely strong. What you want to do, even if you can go to the next level, you want your current level weapons, you want all your gear to be strong. You want to make it so that your entire team, like you see spirit level right there, level 20, my entire team, like going all the way down, my team is beast right now. You can remember, you can transfer this over when you're doing your events and transfer the weapons to the other characters, even though they're a little bit lower level. As long as they're of the level that actually wear it, they'll still have all this gear too. And I gotta work on that. His boots are kind of whack, but I probably won't. Whatever. Then you have Unohana here, and she has, she probably needs like a few things too. I got 18 right there going, but she's pretty much max too. Now, what that does is, now, because you have everything maxed and you don't really need all that anymore, when you go into materials, all this right here, you can now sell this if you don't need it, and it becomes actually pretty big profit. You can actually get to like 2 to 3 million if you sell like an entire full set. And what I mean by full set is, I'm going to show you really quick right now. I'm going to go out of there, and I'm going to go in here now. Pretty much full, what I means is you can sell your full progress that you get from this. So now I'm gonna hit that, and now all of that right there is now profit. And also I'm gonna actually do this too. I want to do that because that's the next level. And I'm actually sitting right here in the Shura, where I basically, you see I got 144 10th division water, so I'll just claim that right now. And this is the highest level, so you get the most out of that right now. Alright, So now you see I have all of this right here. And now if I sell all that right there, this is going to be probably like 2 to 3 million silver, which is a lot of silver, especially when you're struggling. Of course, it scales down a little bit when you're lower level, but if you're at the point where you think that you need more silver, you can do that, and you can actually, do pretty well in silver. Another thing that you also might want to do is you might want to sell extend like expanded leftover items that make gear. Now, see, I'm not going to be using the level 100 stuff yet, so every time I get level 100 stuff from dungeons, when I auto dungeon, which I'll show you that right now. I know it's a lot of information, but if you want to go back, you can go back and slow it down and then listen to what I'm saying again. But again, I'm gonna go in here now. I'm gonna get level 90 stuff because I need 90 stuff, but at the end, I'm gonna get level 100 for completing the dungeon. Now, what I'm gonna do with that is I'm just gonna sell it because I'm not gonna actually be using that right away. See, darkness level. So you just sell it, and you end up with a good deal of silver. Like usually in the day, I make 30 million silver from the Ryoka event, and from the Spirit event is like 20 to 22, and then my natural progression when I go through all this is about 30 million silver. Very easy, and it has zero to do with paying anything. Nothing. It's just the process of what I'm going through right now. Like I said, selling the mats that I don't need, and once I'm almost at the point right now where I don't need this, so I can start selling that. So that's going to be like 1 to 2 or 3 million silver right there. So I can start turning into things like, you see my red suit is so high. I didn't pay to win that. That's all silver right there. That's all me, expending silver on this. And when I'm finished doing my progression right now, I'm gonna level it up to 49, probably like in another hour, so I'll level it up to 49. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. That's how I got my power to, pretty much the way it is. I do have there's certain things that you have to pay for. There's nothing around this. Now I have this right now. I got it from the last event. See right there, and the event just came back today. No, I didn't mean to do that. Get out of here. The event just came back today, as you can see here. So you can basically, this is a set that I got. You can, pretty much have to top up to get that set. There's no way around it. Even if you do the to get the free fragments, you are not going to get enough to even breathe on this right now. So you pretty much do have to top up. Now I guess one day when I have something expendable, I'll try to get the 90 set, but not right now. It's not worth it. I don't really need it, because I'm not going to come anywhere close to this person without spending several $1,000s, and I'm not spending several $1,000s. I'm not spending $10 to try to catch him. So is what it is. I'm pretty happy with my strength the way it is right now. I'm almost at the 500,000 plateau, and I'm pretty good. So I had a lot of messages off of the last video, asking me, how did I get that strong? Like, what was I doing? And this is the stuff I'm doing. Also, I know people are going to disagree with this, but I always use vitality for my beauty secret. I do not do anything else, and it's pretty interesting. Like this really has nothing to do with Bleach whatsoever, but they just decided, like, yeah, well, let's just do something and just undress chicks, and people are like that. But it's funny because they made the most boringest game that you can possibly do for this. And I guess I'll do this one, and I'll show you a different one and talk to you guys a little bit. So that's just what I was doing to get strong, guys. You see, I'm pretty much getting my vitality, and I also going to show you another thing I do, which I know a lot of people are not going to agree with that either. So boom. So now this is done. I use all my vitality on fighting bosses, and the reason why I do that is because the bosses give Reiatsu pills and silver and EXP things. Now all of that is actually, it'll outrun you just using it on one normal mob just to get, like clan stuff or whatever else like that. It's actually a whole lot better to do it that way. So I'm gonna do this one because this one is about souls, and I'm pretty much gonna wrap it up after this one. I really don't need souls, to be honest, because I'm almost in the red plateau now. I'm not that far away from it, so definitely this is just kind of a waste, but I just wanted to show you guys this because whoever made this is perverted, and it's kind of funny. So you see, I'm pretty much, no, she's pretty much undressing because I'm doing my thing with it. And I'm gonna do that and that. And I think, is that over? I think it's over. I think that was the last one. Yep. And that's how she looks. Now they have other ones, but they're not quite as crazy as that. So we're gonna just go in and I'm show you something else. So that's it, guys. Pretty much that's my strength. Pretty much these are things I do. So I'll definitely will see you in game, and you guys be legendary. Peace. Thanks for watching me, Scion Storm. I do anything and everything MMOs. If you like what you saw here, please like and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and Twitch, and get at me on any social media that you feel. I am on there. Holla at me. Be legendary, and I will see you next time.